Hello everybody, my name's Kurly Marwaha and I am delighted to introduce Patricia Lee to you once again from Lotus Consulting. And Patricia is a Qi Men Dengjiao and Feng Shui expert. Pat, we have an incredible question for you today. And that question is quite simply, what is Sage Mode? How do you get to it? And then how do you know that you've arrived, you're in Sage Mode? And I know some people call it alpha state. Over to you.
This is an individual thing. It's however you get there is fine. Some people like to use chimes and candles and objects. That's fine. If you need that, that's great. If you don't, you can just use your own presence of mind. So what I do is once I found my chart and I know where I'm gonna go, let's say I'm gonna go to the east sector, my back to the east. I will position myself in the east sector, doesn't matter which room, and I will close my eyes. And then I will take some deep breaths. Basically, when you're doing that, all you're doing is you're calming your mind. And when I breathe in and I breathe out, I used to have to say, relax, or let it go, or I'm arriving home, just to get yourself into a state of mind where you're thinking of nothing important, nothing. And so for me, relax was the word that I use. You can use any word that you want. You don't even have to use the word. If you're really good at it, you just breathe and you calm your mind. Mm-hmm. Once you're in that calm state, one other thing, some people use the counting. So Joey has said to people, use the counting of the 64 hexagrams. So I started out taking one deep breath, 64, 63, and on. Now I don't need to do it that way anymore because I've learned. I really literally just go 64, 63, 62, 61, and I get all the way down to 0. And then I go into my command. And when I'm there, if I get a thought, this happens, I just say, put it in a balloon and release it. Just put that thought in a balloon and release it, and I go back, and then I visualize what it is I want. And if I'm, we've been talking about a class, and we've been talking about raising funds for class, and I will visualize the amount of funds that I need, and who am I going to ask for the sponsorship or the help, and I visualize that person, and I visualize them generously wanting to do this for me, and then I visualize me giving back. So that's all you have to do, and then once I get done with the visualization, it only has to take it's however long you want it to be. If you want to take 30 minutes, fine. I take sometimes a minute, less than a minute. So it depends on where you are at the continuum. Whenever you can get to the spot, you will know it. And people say, well, how do you know you're in the spot? If you're sitting there thinking, how do I know you're in the spot? You are focusing on the wrong thing.
Okay.
And it's kind of funny. It's not something magical. It's not something mysterious, and you don't start feeling, seeing lights and all that. Mine is just, I'm thinking of nothing other than what I'm looking at, or what I'm wanting, or what I'm asking for. It's not mystical. It's not magical. It's just being empty of mind.
Wonderful, Pat. That's really, really informative. And I know there's a lot of people out there that think, what is this phenomenal mystical Sage Mode thing? Have I got that? How will I know? So that's really helpful. I'd like to thank you very much on everybody's behalf. And for anybody watching this video, give it a go. And please put things in the comments below. Give us feedback. Share your experiences. And like the page, and we'll see you again with something else quite soon, right, Pat?
Yes, very soon. Thanks, Kurly. Thanks, everybody.